Hello all and welcome to the Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, July 27th. My name is Randy Krebs, Gold Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You'll definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention, and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He has achieved the rank of Executive Ruby Director within our company. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He is an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared, are you on the line?
I am on the line, Dad. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, I am excited for our team webinar. I've missed everybody. We took last week, well, we didn't take it off because we actually learned from Dr. Karen Wolf last Monday, but it's nice to be back with everybody, and we have a lot of recognition to do. So many brand new clients, associates, advancements. Our team's doing fantastic. We're very proud of each and every one of you. And I just want to, before we get into the recognition, I want to just remind you of our team DMO, and that means daily method of operation. This is the very simple steps that you can do to keep your business successful every day. And it doesn't matter how busy you are, because these steps are very easy to do. We have people who are full-time in corporate America. They're still able to do these 3 simple steps. We have mothers of 4 and 5 kids, very busy moms. They're still able to do these 3 simple steps. So here they are. Number 1 is use your products every day, AM and PM. Be a product of the product. Number 2 is to read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material daily. And that would be anything like maybe the GoPro audios, the Life Masters from USANA, anything to help improve your skill at building a home-based business. And definitely this webinar counts for your 15 minutes of personal development material today. In fact, our best people do an hour. I usually do about an hour every morning of personal development. And number 3 is to add 2 brand new people to your contact list and invite them with a text message or call. So again, 2 people a day brings freedom your way. And again, 2 people, it's easy to send 2 texts a day. And if you do that 6 days a week, you can be successful. What do you say? Well, we have a training manual that has all of our strategies, but one of my favorites is this one right here. My company just came out with a 10-minute YouTube video. We need to practice on some friends. Would you be willing to watch it and let me call you afterwards to ask a few questions? So that's definitely a simple one, and it's a very indirect approach. Everybody says yes to that because think about it, it's just a 10-minute YouTube video. It's not a big deal. Another thing you can text out is, I'm learning my company slideshow and I need to practice on someone I trust. Would you be willing to meet up and let me practice on you? And that would be more of a face-to-face, situation where you would use a newspaper presentation or our webinar slideshow. And then at the end, afterwards, all you need to do is ask the questions on the closing form, which you see the link there, closingform.teamdsi.info. It's a very simple way to gather the response of your guest and help them get started as an associate or client. All right, so getting into the team recognition, I want to just welcome our brand new clients that just got started with us this last week. Welcome Sherry Sanders Patterson, new client introduced by Elizabeth Morales Gonzalez. Welcome, Sherry. Also welcome Annie Medina from San Antonio, new clients introduced by Ruby Paredes. Welcome, Annie. Also welcome Kristen Darden from San Antonio, new client introduced by Anselmo and Eloisa Leal. And look at that, they got their Rev 3 stick packs mixed in the water there at Jim's Restaurant on 410 and Blanco. Welcome, Kristen. Also welcome Janet Morales Moreno from San Antonio, Texas, new client introduced by Elizabeth Morales. Welcome, Janet. Welcome Deborah Carmen from Toledo, Ohio, new client introduced by Arlene Ramirez. Welcome, Deborah. Welcome Lisa Van Noy, new client introduced by Roddy Van Noy. That's his mother, by the way, and congratulations, Roddy, on enrolling your mom and having a great start in your USANA business. Also welcome Jessica Torralba from San Antonio, Texas, new client introduced by Ruby Paredes. Welcome, Jessica. Also welcome Isaac Zink from Portland, Oregon, new client introduced by Randy and Viola Krebs. And Isaac, I believe you're on the webinar. And I want to unmute you really fast, Isaac. Isaac, welcome to the webinar.
Hey, Jared. Thank you very much.
Can you just tell the team a little bit about your work history and what attracted you to USANA?
Absolutely. Well, my involvement with USANA dates back to 1999, actually. I had a mother who was a registered nurse, and she was always open to alternative methods of healing, including nutritional supplements. And so I was 19 when I was approached about USANA, and I saw it as an amazing way to work together with a team and build success for me and my future. And it just seemed like a no-brainer just to get involved with the team and work hard and see those dreams come true.
Well, welcome back to our team, and welcome back to USANA. We're excited for you to have a great experience working with Randy and Viola Krebs. They are some of the most respected leaders in the United States market, so you're in very good hands.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Also, welcome Chris and Vanessa Herrera, new clients introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. Fantastic work. And welcome Eddie Oropesa, new client introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. Great job, Renee and Megan. Also, welcome Carol Daigle from Iowa, new client introduced by Sherry Bender. Welcome, Carol. And Sherry, congratulations. I know this is your mother, and it's always wonderful when your parents start on the USANA products. Big blessing. And big recognition, welcome to our new associates starting, Roddy Van Noy, new associate introduced by myself, my wife, and also Elizabeth Morales. Welcome, Roddy. For everybody who doesn't know Roddy, Roddy, could you tell everyone where you are from, where you live, and currently what you do for a living, and why you were attracted to USANA?
Well, first of all, I live in the Bay Area, so kind of out here by San Francisco. I was just kind of attracted to USANA. A friend of mine was using it. Elizabeth's sister was using USANA, and she told me about it, and I was kind of interested. I'd used other supplements before, and I've been taking a lot of vitamins. I've always trying to kind of look for that, something healthier, something better, and she told me about USANA, and I did a little bit of research, and, proud to use the supplements and, hopefully, make an impact with other people, using the supplements.
Absolutely.
But yeah, currently I drive for a company, a beer distributor. I'm a commercial truck driver, and I'm going to school at night to be a registered nurse. So, I've been taking a lot of science classes, so I kind of understand, when I go to some of these webinars or that last Thursday, what's her name? Dr. Karen, I can't remember her last name, but
Karen Wolf.
Karen Wolf. She talked a lot about the stomach and how important it is to how it connects with your mind and having a clean intestine, your whole GI tract. If it's cleaned out, it's going to affect your mind, it's going to affect your health, and it's going to affect your body. And there's a lot of things, especially with vitamins and diet just in general. So I'm proud to be a part of the team, I guess. Yeah.
Well, welcome to the team, Roddy, and congratulations on enrolling 2 brand new clients in the last 3 days, which the one you enrolled today you did completely on your own, just following the scripts of the Fast Track Manual. And that should be a good tip to you listening out there. That Fast Track Manual works. You just read the scripts, right, Roddy?
Yeah, that's it. Just read the scripts and let it take care of itself. I mean, it kind of just tells you step by step. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward.
That's how we do it. Keep it simple. Well, thanks again, Roddy, and welcome to the team.
Awesome. Thanks.
Also, welcome Valerie Ann Villegas from Batangas City, Philippines, new associate introduced by Melita Sheets. Welcome, Valerie. Also, welcome Mike and Jan Koenig from Portland, Oregon, new associate introduced by Melita Sheets. Welcome, Mike and Jan. Way to go, Melita. Team recognition, starting with Melita Sheets, new believer. So, Melita, I'm going to unmute you. And can you just tell the team, just one second here. Okay, Melita, are you there?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm right here.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
So can you just tell the team a little bit about your work history, what you do for a living, and what's helped you have such a great fast start with your USANA business?
Well, my main concern is my health and my husband, because we really religiously takes vitamins. So I figured when I found out that this supplements that USANA offered is good, and I see already now I can prove it though.
Mm-hmm.
So I became more interested, and I wanted to help my family, and especially in the Philippines, because I know how hard the weather there, and a lot of diseases there, and I think that would help them, if they could take this type of vitamins or supplements that will help their health though.
Absolutely.
So my hope is when I retire next year that I can pursue that in the Philippines, just trying to get my family, because we are 13 in the family, and I have a lot of family there.
Wow. Well, congratulations on
And
such a fast start. Go ahead.
um, and I'm still working on it. It's hard to do it when I'm full-time working at the same time. So
Right. Well, you
I'm
know
trying.
what, Melita, you're doing a fantastic job. Congratulations on hitting the believer status. And for those of you who don't know what that means, a believer associate means that you've made your first $100 paycheck in 1 week. And a solid believer associate is making $100 every week, which is $400 a month. That means that your products are being paid for and you're making a little bit of profit. And that's a great place to be, especially when you're starting out in your USANA business. So congratulations again, Melita, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, congratulations to Elizabeth Morales Gonzalez for achieving the believer status as well. And Elizabeth is in San Antonio. And we didn't hear from Elizabeth earlier, so I'm going to unmute you. Elizabeth, you have to unmute yourself as well. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Well, could you just tell the team a little bit about your work history and why you're excited about your USANA business and what you feel like is making you successful?
I think I would have to say what Ruby always says, I'm a product of the product. I've been taking the product since October, and I just feel great, and everybody sees the tremendous results that I've had, and I know that I share that at the mixers when we have mixers, and like you said, even if I don't have a guest, I go for support because I know this is a great company and the products are amazing.
Is it Jason Dome coming?
Hold on, no.
Elizabeth, could you tell the team how much weight you've lost on USANA products?
I've lost a little over 50 pounds on the USANA products. I've done the protein shakes. I did the reset when I plateaued. I'm on the vitamins. I did my own pack. I have the ginkgo on there, the vitamin D, essentials, you name it. I'm in love, and I take it every day.
Wow. Well, fantastic work, Elizabeth. Keep up the great momentum, helping lots of new clients, and it's great to see not only your health improve, but now you're also receiving great financial compensation and getting your products paid for. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you guys.
You're welcome. All right. Let's move on to Annabelle Trevino. Big congratulations to Annabelle for achieving the builder status. And I see Annabelle is on the line. I'm going to unmute you, and you have to unmute yourself as well. And while Annabelle's unmuting herself, I'll just tell you that a builder associate makes over $200 in 1 week. A solid builder is making $800 a month in USANA, which means your products are paid for and you're making a nice profit every month. So, Annabelle, welcome to the webinar and big congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So can you tell the team a little bit about why you're excited about your USANA business, and maybe also for those of you who don't know your story, maybe share how much weight you've lost on the products and how you've been successful in the business of USANA?
Yeah, so I started in USANA late February and started really on the weight loss products, and I have lost about 25 pounds altogether, 18 of that coming in 1 month when I did the reset in the phase 1 right after that. So that was an amazing accomplishment for me. I'm super excited. I really didn't expect this week. It just sort of happened. It sort of fell into my lap, and it was was a blessing having Jared there so he could walk me through it and help me through everything. But, you know, I've been diligent in doing my mixers and trying to follow through, and it finally happened. So it excites me more than I could say. It's super, super exciting for me to be able to move up like this.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for mentioning diligence, because not everybody knows your story, but having worked with you directly, I can say I've watched you host mixers where nobody signed up or where nobody showed up, but you kept holding mixers anyways, and you held another one and another one, and you kept getting on the webinars and you kept sharing, and then all of a sudden all these people are signing up with you. Go figure.
It's awesome.
Congratulations, Annabelle, and this is a big step. We look forward to seeing you do more of the same.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and now we're going to go into some special recognition, and hopefully we can hear from a few of the people that we missed at the beginning. Big congratulations to Julia Hay for being top 30, number 30 in the United States, top enroller in the United States for the week ending July 11th. Also, big congratulations to Anselmo and Eloisa Leal for being number 20 in the United States, top client enrollers, which, again, to be on these lists, this is in the whole United States market. It's quite an accomplishment. So congratulations to both of you. And also congratulations to Renee and Megan Martinez and Randy and Viola Krebs. We didn't hear from Renee and Megan yet, but they were number 11 in the United States last week. And then they were also top in North America for a 6-week period, and they came out in the USANA magazine. I know the picture's blurry, but everything's underlined right there. So they're doing a fantastic job, and I want to bring Megan on the line. Megan, you have to unmute yourself, but could you just tell the team a little bit about you and where you're from and what attracted you to USANA and why you're excited about your business?
Well, gee, that's not too much to ask. Well, my name's Megan, and I've got 3 kids, and I've got a husband that works in the oil field, so he's not here all the time. So that's probably why you hear mostly me on the webinars. But we first got introduced to USANA back in January, and Jared is the one that introduced us to USANA. And at first, we were we were excited about trying the product, but we wanted to make sure that it worked before we started to promote it, and sure enough it did, and it's been working for us for a really long time. Me and Renee, we care a lot about our health and about fitness, so USANA was right up our alley, and as soon as we found out and found out for ourselves that the products worked, that was pretty much all the proof that we needed. So we signed up, and we're doing great. We're a little slow right now, but I mean it's okay. And we take our vitamins every day, and the whole point, and we just want to help people. That's pretty much all we want to do, is we just want to help other people, because it's helped us a lot. So
Sure. Absolutely. Well, and could you share with everyone a tip that you feel like maybe the newest associate here would help them?
Well, I would just say that don't let your emotions and your feelings overcome what you really have in mind to do for yourself. Just do it. The worst thing that can happen is that they'll say no, or you might get rejected, but you know what, there's worse things. And so just, put your strong foot forward and just take it head on.
Wow. Thank you.
Attack it.
Well said. Well said, Megan. Thank you for
You're
that
welcome,
great
Jared.
advice. We appreciate it.
No problem. Anytime.
All right. Okay, so congratulations to the following people for registering for convention last week. And for those of you watching, some of you are brand new and don't know about this, but our international convention is August 19th through the 22nd. That's, well, it's about 2.5 weeks away, and we're so excited, or three weeks away, let's say, for this event. It's going to be an amazing event. It's the most important event of the year, and Dr. Oz himself is going to be there. Dr. Wentz, our founder, over 10,000 associates from all over the 19 countries of USANA. We're going to take over Salt Lake City, Utah, just like we do every August. It's a blast, and we're going to get you more information on that. But congratulations to Pippa Mole Ryan from Salt Lake City, Utah, for registering for this international convention this past week. We have close to 50 Team DSI members registered. And before we get on to the T-shirt and the training, I just want to say when you enroll a brand new client, please make sure you add them to the USANA clients page. And this is a Facebook group, and this builds a community. So all you do is you make sure you're friends with your client, and then add your client right there under the add friends or add members function, and then make a post and post a picture and make it nice and make your new client feel special and introduce them to this community, because they can ask questions and they can meet other people and make a lot of friends. Also, if you have somebody that wants to know about how money is made, either they're a client that wants to maybe take a peek inside and see what the business side looks like, you can add them to the Team DSI Facebook group. And this is our personal team. And of course, you want to add your associates here as well. Same thing, you add them right there, you make the post, and that is how you build the community on the business side. And then there's a third page that we do not own, and that is called Hybrid Solutions. Now, this is actually a page of over 5,000 USANA associates. So it's more of a public forum, and you have to be an associate. So you can only add associates here, okay? If they're a client, they cannot be in this page. It's associates only. But the best part about hybrid is if you need a story, like let's say that you have a client that has allergies or a client that has diabetes. Again, USANA is not a cure, but you could type in the search there. You could type in diabetes and hear somebody's story who's taken the products. So that's the main thing about hybrid, is you can get stories and you can meet associates from all over the world. So make sure you use those private Facebook groups. If you're watching this webinar, you are a part of these Facebook groups. All right, so now let's talk about our Team DSI t-shirts. Here they are. Aren't they beautiful? These are the shirts that we're going to wear on Wednesday of International Convention as a team. We're all going to be matching. It's going to be awesome. Big thank you actually to my wife, Crystal Lopez Krebs, for making these shirts. She's spent several hours designing these shirts, working with people on these shirts, traveling all over San Antonio, meeting people about these shirts. She's really worked hard on these. These are she's got a fashion design major and fashion marketing and merchandising. So she does awesome. I'm really proud of her. And I think we're going to look amazing. If you can't go to convention, you can still buy a shirt. So don't worry if you're watching and you're not able to attend convention, you can still get one. So let me just give you guys a tour of what these shirts look like. This is actually, the brand is out of Los Angeles. It's called, I can't remember the brand. I'll show you in a minute. It's on a slide. But I think the women are going to look amazing. They're going to look very elegant. They're going to look lovely. And they're Team DSI shirts. And that's the side view that it'll have. And then here's the dimensions. There it is, Bella and Canvas, that out of Los Angeles. That's where the shirt's coming from. Normally for a shirt like this, at a department store, you're going to pay like $40. And these shirts we're going to get for $20 a piece for both men and women. So this is definitely a nice deal, and they're going to look amazing. So you see there, you can actually figure out your dimensions so you choose the right size, because I know sizing is important, but I think everyone's going to look very good. These are definitely complement everyone. For men, same thing. This is more of definitely a casual, but it's also a light shirt. It's not going to be hot, because we're going to be out in Salt Lake City in August. It's very hot. So this is a good shirt to wear on Wednesday. And again, you're going to be able to size yourself out, make sure you get the right size. So here's the deal, guys. Here's how we're going to pull this off, because it's not easy to make a team shirt. I learned that the hard way this time around. But here's the bottom line. To get the price to $20 per shirt, we need to order 36 or more shirts. That's a combination of men and women's, just a total of 36. Now, it takes the t-shirt company 7 to 10 business days to complete that order once we pay. So we've got to put this order together and collect the funds from everyone who wants a shirt quickly. And we need to place the order by this Thursday, July 30th, in order to have the shirts ready by August 13th. So we have basically 3 days. Crystal and I will be bringing the shirts from Texas to Utah, and that's how it's going to go down. So this is a two-step process for you to get your shirts. Number one, simple thing. You can do this tonight. Send $20 per shirt to jaredkrebs2@yahoo.com via PayPal. Just go. If you don't have a PayPal account, you can still go to paypal.com and send money via PayPal. And to avoid PayPal fees, please use a debit card and choose pay with a friends and family option. Of course, you could use a credit card if that's all you have, but debit card allows us to avoid the fees. Step 2 is Viola Krebs and Sherry Bender are going to contact you to discuss the size that you want after you've paid. All right, so we basically want to focus on just collecting the orders here in the next couple days, and then my mom and Sherry Bender will be contacting you to make sure you get the size that's perfect for you. And we need to go ahead and collect these orders by Thursday to complete the order and make the payment and get these shirts. We're going to look amazing. I'm so excited about this. So please contact me and let me know if you want a shirt. You can send me a text message or send me a Facebook. In fact, if you want to text me right now or even post on our team page, hey, I want a t-shirt. Hey, I want a t-shirt. Hey, I want a t-shirt. I'll start to announce the people who are getting t-shirts right now so that we can kind of generate some excitement and we can know. And we will be sending out the t-shirt info in an email, by the way. So if you want to know, how to measure yourself and get the right shirt size for you. But so that's the plan. I'm already getting texts. I see Melita Sheets wants a t-shirt. I'm sure I'll be getting more throughout the webinar, and I'll be announcing these as we go through. All right. Sherry Bender, 3 t-shirts. Okay, Sherry. Well, I'm sure we'll be getting more of these throughout the time. So now we're going to take a little 5-second pause, and then I'm going to start with the training segment. Oh, Andrea Hall wants a t-shirt. Okay, we're getting the t-shirts. Oh, Megan Martinez wants a t-shirt. All right, they keep flowing in. All right, guys. So I'm not going to announce who else. Oh, and Renee wants a t-shirt too. Okay. I'm gonna not announce any more t-shirts till the end of this training segment. This is going to be about maybe a 10 to 15 minute training segment. I know we got a late start, but this is going to be well worth it. This is going to talk about how you can maximize your pay week to week with USANA and how the top income earners do it. I'm going to take a 5-second pause and then we'll start. Hi, my name is Jared Krebs. I'm pictured here with my wife, Crystal, and our dog, Tasia. We're Executive Ruby Directors in USANA, and we're co-founders of Team DSI, which stands for Duplicate Success International. And we've been clients of USANA for over 10 years, and we actually decided to work in the company because the products have helped our health so much, and it's been phenomenal. Prior to USANA, I was a broke guitar teacher, and I didn't want to be poor my whole life, and so I started my USANA home business, and I was able to replace my income in the first 2 years, and I've been at a professional full-time income for the last 8 years with USANA. The Executive Ruby status is a 6-figure earner status, so I definitely say this is a life-changing business as well as the products. And today I'm going to share with you how do top earners plan their week. Because at the end of the day, this is a business just like any other business. And I learned this from somebody who earns about $300,000 a year building a USANA business. Her name's Carmen Marshall. So she trained on this one year at the International Convention. And those of you who are going to convention, I applaud you because you can learn from these types of people. And I took notes and I got this document and I continued to develop this document. And now this is our own document because I've added things to this. And this is exactly what I've done every week, week in, week out for years. And I'm going to share it with you right now. First thing first, write down this link. Go to wap.teamdsi.info. So that stands for Weekly Action Plan, and you need to type in that http://. Sometimes it doesn't work without that. So that's how you access the document. So screenshot this page or write it down, but this is the link that you need to visit to get the document that you need. So here's what you'll see when you go to that link. You're going to see this page. It's Weekly Action Plan, My USANA Weekly Action Plan. This is actually a 2-page document, and I'm going to walk you through this step by step. I like to print it double-sided so that it's all on one sheet of paper. So let's go ahead and zoom in because there's a few things you do every week. Now this is designed for you to spend about 10 to 15 minutes on Sunday night planning out your week. I already did it this week, but again, it's Monday. So if you're watching this right now and you have, obviously this is your first exposure to this, you could do it tonight. As soon as we're done with the webinar, you could print this out and plan your week. Take 10 to 15 minutes to do it. So first thing is you want to write this week ending Friday, July 31st. Because USANA gets paid, you get paid weekly in USANA, and the period ends every Friday. So that's the last day of the pay period. So this is week ending July 31st. Your why. So you're going to write down why you're building your USANA business. I'll share mine with you. My why is to build a $3,000 residual income per week income with USANA. So that's about $150K a year. That's one of my whys. And another one of them is to release all of my debt And I'm almost done with that, actually, paying off debt every month. And then another why for me is to take my wife Crystal on an all expense paid vacation to Bora Bora, and we want to do it cash, paid for in advance. We don't want to go into debt, so I write those things out every week. Those are the 3 things that are my goals. You write your own personal goals. What am I most proud of doing last week? I'm proud of earning at my check level last week. I'm proud of all the success our team had last week. So you write down some things that you're proud of. Also, what did I learn last week I can apply this week? I learned that our scripting really works. And I'm very proud of Roddy Van Noy, who's one of our new associates, who used the scripting without me. And this is from the Fast Track Manual, all the scripts that we use. It was great to see him use it and enroll a reset client using the reset script, which is in our Fast Track Manual. So I basically write that in a nutshell on that part of the weekly action plan. Next part of the weekly action plan is your check goal. Now, everybody is at a different stage in their USANA business, but if you're brand new, I would say make a goal to make $600 per week. And why do I shoot high? Because, well, basically, if you've only made $100 or $50 in a week and you're brand new, if you're shooting for 600, then you're much more likely to hit 300 or 400. And man, if you actually hit 600, how great would that feel? So that would be my recommendation to you. Of course, you can put whatever you want there. Also, my personal goal for this week is $3,300, which is the CVP, because my goal is 3,000, but I want to be shooting a little higher than my goal. So that's how you do it. So my focus. Now this is just a reminder. So I read this every single week. My focus. So this is just you read it as well every week. My focus: I grow my USANA business and residual income by generating new volume every week. That's a key point, generating new volume every week with a blend of business partners, which is my dream team, and preferred clients. So if you're watching this, you are on my dream team. Associates, I enroll and empower my dream team. Preferred clients, I help make long-term lifestyle changes through the USANA products. I focus on creating USANA clients for life. So those are reminders. Now moving on to the next part of the manual, of the action plan. This is on Sunday night or Monday. So you can do it right now. Complete the volume map below. And I'm about to show you the volume map, but I want to tell you that pencil is best because you're going to probably be erasing as you add volume. And the way you access this, you see it says right there, Hub. You have to log into the Hub. Then you have to click on My Business. Then you have to click on Team Manager. And then you click on Volume Report. And once you've done that, you're going to get your volume report. And if you're unfamiliar with this, then contact the person who started you in USANA and help them show you how to find that. But once you've accessed your volume report, then you fill in your map here. So you see Business Center 2 left, 2 right. You're going to put the volume totals. 3 left, 3 right. You're going to put the volume totals. 1 left, 1 right. You put the volume totals. So you know where your points are. And you also know where you need to place points to make your next paycheck or to increase your paycheck. So this is what we do every Sunday night, and this is what all the top earners do. So the next thing off to the right side of the volume map is my sweet spot. Your sweet spot is Business Center 2 or Business Center 2 right or Business Center 3 left or whatever business center side that would get you paid. Again, if this is confusing, ask your sponsor to help you through this because it's really simple once you learn it. Once you learn it, you'll have it forever. Next point. This week, I am building auto order cycle 3. This week, we're actually in cycle 3. Now, if you're not sure what that even means, visit this link here, 4weekcycle.teamdsi.info. Bottom line, you are building a client base of, let's say, as many clients as you can build. And each client is going to order every 4 weeks. And so there's like cycle A, cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, cycle 4. And so your goal is to have 4 cycles of thousands of clients in each cycle. Again, if that's confusing, make sure you get that clarified, but you want to know what cycle that you're building this week. And then your CVP check result. At the end of the week, write down what you earned. And you know what? If you didn't make it all the way to your goal, it's okay. But at least you are tracking it, you're aware of what you want, and you have a goal. A lot of associates don't even have a volume goal every week, or a lot of associates, quite honestly, they don't even know what their points are. So this has definitely put you in the top probably 5% of USANA that you do this every week. Next is to calculate your paycheck. Now, if you're already doing this, you probably already know how this works. But again, if this is confusing, ask the person who invited you to USANA. Next is the first things to do Monday. You can actually do this Sunday night, but okay, a lot of you might be seeing this for the very first time, but this is what we do every Monday, actually Sunday night. I go to the hub, I click on Team Manager, all reports, unprocessed auto orders. Okay, because people's auto orders, sometimes their credit card expires, sometimes, they had fraud on their card, and so they just, their card changed and they didn't know, and so they need to get their products. And this is basically money left on the table if you don't know whose auto orders did not process, and then you contact them. So here it is. The next part is the people with unprocessed auto orders that I need to call are boom, 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 and you write their names down. And those are the people you call Monday and you say, hey, Jill, your order didn't process. I just wanted to let you know because I'm sure you want your products. Maybe your card changed or expired. We can call USANA on a 3-way call and make sure that your auto order processes so you get your products. That is like 5, that might be 5 people. That might be maybe all of your auto orders process, so you don't have anybody to call. If you don't have any auto orders, then don't worry about it. But this is something you need to be aware of over time. You need to check those unprocessed auto orders. Next is the first appointments to set this week. So there's a saying in our business that your calendar is your boss. Yes, you definitely are your own boss in USANA, but your calendar is really your boss, because if you don't have anything in your calendar, then you're not making any money. So you want to set appointments in your calendar. Well, who are those people? Who should I set my first appointments with? Here's how you find out. You visit the hub, Team Manager, 4-week cycle, and then the cycle for the upcoming weekend, which in this case would be cycle 4. Why? Because these are your new clients and associates. They need to receive an account overview. So this is for retention. If you enrolled people a month ago and their auto orders are coming up and they don't know about it and you don't know about it, then sometimes they get surprise charges and they're mad. They're like, oh, I started with USANA and now I got this charge I didn't expect and I got to get these products. So basically, long story short is you want to know whose auto orders are coming up the next week. And this is the next thing to do. The people with upcoming auto orders that I need to give an account overview are, and then you write in those people's names. Okay, so make sure you figure out and meet with those people, show them their account, show them how to save their auto order, and make sure you do it before this Friday so that you have repeat orders, because it is so much easier to keep a new client than to go out and find a new client. And you want to do both, honestly. You want to keep what you've already done, and you don't want to have people, coming in and leaving at the same rate. So this is how you have retention and build that loyalty with your existing client base. And then also send courtesy AO reminder texts before Friday to some of your established clients and associates. There's some people that sometimes I thought, oh, they already know because I already met with them. Maybe they're in their 2nd or 3rd month, but they forgot. So you want to send people an AO reminder text. Not everybody. If your business is huge, you probably can't get to everybody, but definitely the key people that you feel like need to hear from you. Make sure you do that. Okay, so I know that was kind of technical, but once you get the hang of it, you're going to know exactly who your unprocessed auto orders are. You're going to know who to meet with before Friday to give the account overview, and you're going to just be set to have retention. Again, retention is so important that you work so hard to create these clients and associates, and to just have them drop off because you didn't know what to do. It's so sad. So this is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Make sure you keep all the hard work you've put in already. All right, next part of the plan is guest lists for webinars and mixers this week. Okay, so we've already covered retention. Now we're going to cover new business, right? We're going to go out and create new business this week, new volume. So this is how I do it. Like you see there on the left, event, Monday webinar. Did you know that you can invite guests to the Monday webinar? And again, this is a business webinar. Our Monday webinar we do every Monday for Team DSI. But if you have somebody that's evaluating USANA as a business, you can invite them onto this webinar. You can invite clients onto this webinar. But you want to have a guest list for the Monday webinar. And then you see the next one is blank. But maybe you're hosting a mixer on Wednesday, or maybe you're hosting a mixer on Tuesday, or maybe there's a Thursday webinar with Dr. Ladd McNamara. You can make guest lists right here and plan out your week with this little system here. And this is literally what I do week in, week out. I host events. I host at least one mixer a week. Of course, you can figure out the rhythm that works for you. And this is just a little reminder. This is kind of like an affirmation. Be, do, have. So I am the leader I need to be, doing the things I need to do in order to have the life that I want. I think many people who are brand new to USANA, not everybody, but a lot of them think it's the other way around. It's like, as soon as I have a big business, I'll start doing all the things that you need to do, and then I'll be that big leader. In your mind, you have to be a diamond director in your mind first, and you have to be that person, and then you'll start doing the things that diamond directors do in order to have the life that diamond directors have. And that's the way to think about this type of business. Be that leader. Be the best person you can be at this, even on a part-time basis. Okay, so next part of the action plan, and we're coming up to the end now, is action items. So who are the specific people you're going to approach and invite this week that's maybe on your mind, they popped in your mind, or they're on your list but you haven't gotten to them yet? I would just write them down here. Who are maybe 5 to 10 new people I'm going to approach this week? Next part of it is present. Who are some people I'm going to present to this week? Or maybe that I've invited but they never watched the video, or I never got to meet up with them. Who am I going to follow up with and present to this week? Also, who am I going to enroll this week? Maybe there's some people you presented to but you haven't closed yet. Maybe you can invite them to another mixer or invite them to another webinar, because remember, you need 4 to 6 exposures to have an enrollment. So focus on who you're going to enroll this week. Also, who am I going to follow up with? Maybe who haven't I closed with that I need to continue to invite to things. So write down some stuff right there. Doesn't have to be too detailed, but focus on a few people in each category. And then also the training of your team. Who are you working with in your team that you're doing on-the-job training with? Write those down, know who those people are. And then thank you cards to write. I can't tell you how important this is. Who are you going to write thank you cards to? Who are your brand new associates or clients that you need to write thank you cards to? Please do that every week. That's one of the best ways, not only to feel good and have gratitude, but also a great business practice. Is what the best do. And then also a health goal. What is your health goal this week? Maybe you want to do phase 1 and have 2 shakes a day and 1 healthy meal. Maybe you want to do the reset, or just what's your health goal? Maybe it's to work out 3 days out of 5 days. Whatever it is, write it down. Make a health goal. And then personal development. What are you studying right now? Are you doing the GoPro book? Are you doing the GoPro audio? Are you attending maybe a convention? Are you doing something to help with your personal development? If you're not, here's where you can say, I need to find something to study, and write it down there and study it every week, every day, at least 15 minutes. All right, time management. So that would be, how can I simplify my life? How can I delegate some things? Me personally, I like anything that costs $10 an hour. I like to try and delegate if possible, like maybe mowing my lawn. If I could be spending an hour making phone calls while someone else mows my lawn, that would be a good way to delegate and simplify my life. I try and do that as much as possible. Admin, like that would be paying your bills, or whatever things you need to do admin wise. And then self-care. What's something self-care you want to do this week to enjoy your life? For me, it's salsa dancing. I always go every Tuesday night, and 1 Saturday night a month I always go salsa dancing. And then attention, no tension. So this or better, this is just a reminder. Make that intention, pay attention on it, and then when you do go towards your goals, no tension. Just go with it. This or better. For additional copies of this document, again, you can always come back here, wap.teamdsi.info, for additional copies. And thank you for watching this webinar. I just want to end by saying successful people follow successful systems, and you cannot duplicate people, but you can duplicate systems. You don't have to be me or anybody who's already a top income earner. All you need to do is duplicate the system, and you can be your own top income earner and help other people along the way. Thank you for watching this webinar, and I look forward to seeing you at one of our USANA events. And to finish off, for everybody who's watching live, upcoming events. So lastly, upcoming events. We're having a mixer tomorrow in San Antonio at the Country Hollow Clubhouse, sponsored by myself and Arlene Ramirez, Anselmo Leal, Carmen Gutierrez. A lot of us are teaming up. Possibly, I have a list here. Nisa Morgan is also teaming up with us, Joe Castillo, possibly Elizabeth Morales. So we're going to have a good group. And you're welcome to bring a guest. We're going to make shakes. It's at the Country Hollow Clubhouse, I love our mixers. We'll see you there tomorrow. Please RSVP to me if you're going to make it. Also, we're having a mixer with Cynthia and Joseph Dominguez, and they're brand new to USANA, and I'm working with them directly, and I'm real excited to be working with them. They're actually Cynthia is Crystal, my wife's friend at MAC Cosmetics. She's an amazing makeup artist, and her husband Joseph is an entrepreneur. They're actually on this webinar, and welcome Joseph and Cynthia. Look forward to hosting this mixer Wednesday, July 29th. Please RSVP to Cynthia if you're going to be able to make it. And then also, for everybody all over the United States, this Thursday, July 30th, Part 2, the Optimizers, Dr. Ladd McNamara is going to be training on the USANA Optimizer products. Dr. Ladd McNamara has worked with over 10,000 patients. He's an OBGYN, and he has amazing stories. This is the best thing you can do for your clients. Get them on this webinar, send them this link, and make sure yourself are registered and learn as well. I love Dr. Ladd's webinars. I'm so thankful he does them, and they're free, and they help out everybody. So make sure you're on that webinar. And then if you're in the Utah, Salt Lake City market, Saturday, August 1st from 9 a.m. to noon, there's the U.S. Latino Market Tour. That's in USANA's home office. That's actually at corporate headquarters, and it's being hosted by Jose Juan Palma, who's a Diamond Director. So this is definitely a great event for the U.S. Latin market in the Salt Lake City area. And if you want to post any other mixers, please post it on our USANA clients page, and we'll promote it on these webinars. And then lastly, look at this cool flyer. My wife made this. We're having a Team DSI potluck barbecue and pool party in San Antonio, Saturday, August 15th. Mark your calendars, 12:30 to 4:30. We're going to be celebrating Team DSI USANA clients, associates, and guests. It's also at the Country Hollow Clubhouse. And we will provide the burgers and hot dogs. Side dishes are welcome, and so are desserts. Don't forget your swimsuit. We have a pool. That clubhouse is a blast. So that's August 15th. Mark your calendars if you're in the San Antonio area. We want you there. We want to celebrate you and invite your clients. RSVP to me. Stay in the loop. If you want to get text about Salt Lake City events, text at SA Events to 81010 for that's for Salt Lake City events. I'm sorry, I messed up. At SA Events is for San Antonio events. Thank you. So if you text at SA Events, that's for San Antonio events. And if you text SLCEV, that's to 81010, you'll get Salt Lake City events. So stay in the loop with our text messaging. And if you need Dr. Ladd McNamara CDs, they're currently out of print. They're not available. So basically, Dr. Ladd is going to be putting his audio on iTunes and hopefully also Google Play, so you can gift these to your prospects digitally. However, if you need to burn some, I guess you can right now just to get by, because these CDs are so important for your new clients and associates to be hearing. And, in the digital age, times are changing. So that's what's going on with Dr. Ladd CDs. In San Antonio, I still have 10 packs available if you want to buy 10 CDs from me for $25. But I'm almost out as well. So we're just going to use them until we're out of them. And then we'll just be going into the digital age with the Dr. Ladd CDs. And also, if you're in Utah, my parents have some CDs if you want to get some as well. So that's the status with the Dr. Ladd CD, but regardless of it's available like this, it's so important that you get this information into your clients' and associates' ears. Importance of International Convention, we've already gone over that, but again, it's August 19th through the 22nd. I just want to reiterate that nothing is more impactful and important to the success of your business than convention. The top earners may build differently, but they have one thing in common, which is convention. And convention takes it to the deepest level possible. It goes from your head to your heart. And that is really what convention does. It makes you indestructible in this business. It's the most important. It's the best thing you can do for your business every year. And this is the dates again, August 19th through the 22nd. We fly on August 18th on Tuesday, and we fly home on Sunday the 23rd. So it's about a 5-day event, actually 6 days that you'd be gone. But I can tell you guys, learning from Dr. Oz directly, learning from Dr. Wentz, learning from all the thousands of USANA associates from all over the world. It's so much fun. I love it. We take over downtown Salt Lake City. And the event is $279 for the entire event. If you have a voucher, you can get it for $190. And if you have 2 vouchers, it's free. The vouchers come with whatever points you enrolled with. So ask your sponsor to get that information to see if you have vouchers for discounted enrollments for this. And then also for hotels for convention, we're almost out of hotel rooms. We have only 3 of them left for our team. Most of them have already been booked. But this is 2 queen beds at the Hilton downtown. This is one of the very best hotels because it's walking distance. This is the discount rate, $185 per night for 5 nights. That's with tax included. So we've done the numbers. If 4 people share a room, it's $231 per night. $231 per person for all 5 nights. So that's about $45 a night if 4 people share a room. So if you want a room, contact me. We'll probably get rid of those last 3 rooms this week for convention. So that is the plan for that. Congrats to all these team members who are registered for International Convention. It is exciting to see this big list. We're going to have a blast. Team DSI heads to International Convention. We're going to all wear those shirts on Wednesday. So big congratulations to everybody on this list. And lastly, in October 14th through the 17th is the last event of the year. It's in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Mirage Hotel. GoPro. This is a non-USANA event. This is actually an event that all the companies come together, and they only allow people on stage who are making 6 figures per month. Not 6 figures a year, but 6 figures per month. So if you want to learn from the best in our industry, make it a point to attend GoPro in Las Vegas, October 14th through the 17th. Mark your calendars for that. And I want to encourage you to be prepared. I want to end the webinar by saying, be prepared. This is a picture of the bins that I keep in my trunk of my car. I have Dr. McNamara CDs. I have extra GoPro books, GoPro audios, extra Health and Freedom newspapers. And this is really, I want to just encourage you to be a professional, be prepared at all times, because you never know when you're going to need your copies of any of these things for your prospects. And again, just lastly, to remind you, our team DMO, if you do these 3 things 6 days a week, you're going to be successful. Number 1, use the products every day, AM and PM. That's actually 7 days a week. Number 2, read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material daily. Our best do an hour a day. And add 2 brand new people to your contact list and invite them with a text message or phone call. If you could do 2 a day, that's going to bring freedom your way. Here are some of the things we like to say. And then finish with the closing questions form, which is listed right there. So again, we've already gone over that, but again, I can't. If you haven't finished your DMO tonight, go ahead and text 2 brand new people. Get on Facebook Messenger and send this little text of, my company came out with a 10-minute video. Can I practice it on you? You might be surprised. Maybe they'll say yes, and you get a new client or associate out of it. So and most importantly, you help a new person with their health. So that's it, guys. Well, I know we went long on this webinar because of our technical difficulties, but I'm glad that we got to kind of give you guys a comprehensive overview of the great webinar. We've had a lot of great success in the last 2 weeks. So what we normally do is we finish the webinar with anybody who has questions. You can raise your hands, and then I also like to actually call on a few people and see what their highlights were. So I'm going to choose a few random people. Don't be surprised if I choose you. How about Joseph Dominguez? I just unmuted you. Joseph, what was the highlight for you on the webinar?
I liked the whole thing. The presentation was good. I like the part about our party.
That's right.
Our party, our mixer. It's going to be the best.
Cynthia, yes. What was the highlight for you?
You know what? Just seeing all the stories and hearing everyone's accomplishments is very motivating. So that to me was just awesome.
Oh, yes. Well, we're very excited to be working with you this Wednesday, and excited for you to meet and make a bunch of new friends as well on the team.
Yay, me too.
All right. Thank you. All right. Let's go to Melita Sheets in Portland, Oregon. Melita, what was the highlight for you on the webinar?
Well, it's great news, everything. Everybody's having fun. I wish I can go to San Antonio.
Right, for the party?
For the party. Yeah, I am very much, happy about the information. Also, the way the competition is about the training. It's nice to have this training. At least you're at home and just listening.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Or insights of what to do.
Well, thank you, Melita. It was good to hear from you, and congratulations on your success this past week. 2 brand new associates, several new clients. You're all alone out there in Portland, Oregon, and you're making it happen with our system. We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go over to Becky Armstrong in Raleigh, North Carolina. Becky, are you there?
I'm here.
What was the highlight for you, Becky?
Oh my goodness, I just am getting so excited about convention, and you're talking about it. I can't wait to see everybody. But for me, the highlight was when you started talking about the GoPro convention. I've had so much focus on getting there to Salt Lake for international convention. I kind of forgot the details that I need to set in place for that. And so tonight, while I was listening, I've been looking up flights and seeing what it's going to take me also to be there in Vegas.
Oh my gosh, Becky, get ready. You have a great
The last one changed my life, so I'm ready for some more change.
Man, between August, September, October, so what? Geez, the next 3 months are going to be very exciting for you, being at both of those events. That's exciting. Thank you for sharing, Becky. All right, Elizabeth Morales, I just unmuted you. What's the highlight for you tonight?
The party.
The party?
The party.
Which one?
No, just maybe getting together and meeting everybody else. I know I only know a handful of the team, and I would really like to meet everybody else. Also, about the auto orders, I didn't know that, so I kind of did a screenshot of that so I can have and take a look, because I know I go in there to see the points, and I know I always bug you on what side should I put it on.
Right.
But maybe this Sunday I'll sit down and start doing it myself.
Well, you have a lot of auto orders now, Elizabeth. I'm just saying.
I know.
You have so many clients and associates that you accidentally signed up.
How does that happen? I'm telling you, I'm like the silencer. I don't do anything. I'm like, oh, look what I got.
Well, you do something. You're a product of the product.
I am.
Losing 50 pounds is something.
Yeah, someone noticed.
You inspire everybody. So keep up the great work, Elizabeth. Look forward to seeing you at the parties.
Thank you. I will.
All right.
All right.
This week, too. Let us know if you come to Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay, I sure will.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
All right. And let's go to Megan Martinez in Pleasanton, Texas. Megan, what was the highlight for you? Oh, you have to unmute yourself, Megan. Honestly, she might be putting Samson to sleep right now. Oh, there she is.
I'm here. I wish I was putting Sam to sleep. All of my kids are on the bed with me.
Oh.
Yeah. Rolling around. Yeah.
Hi, Max. Hi, Mia.
I have you on my phone.
Okay.
I'll go to the other room. But the highlight for me is just actually, for the people who are going to be doing the not the DMO, but the WAP, the weekly action plan.
Yeah.
I think that's a good next step for everyone who's ready to take it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it just kind of points you in the right direction. kind of tells you, okay, look, I got this far. Okay, now I need to start doing this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the next. That would be the next action for me, is to start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just like it's not enough just doing DMO. So you just need that little extra in your daily.
Well, and just
daily plans.
Reflecting on your USANA journey, Megan, at the beginning, a lot of times associates are so new that it's too much right now to give them a weekly action plan. But after, several months like you've been in, now it's kind of like that next step. I love how you said that.
Yeah, because I think if you started doing your weekly action plan for someone who's brand new, they'd be like, okay, I think they might get overwhelmed. But if they've been doing it for a while, then this should be like, okay, this is the next step I need to take if I really want to get things done, or if I want to make a little bit of extra money on my paycheck. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I do, and especially for you to qualify for that all expense paid vacation at the end.
Yes,
next year.
I'm gonna try to work so hard to get to that. I wanna go on a vacation so bad.
Well, we're excited. We're excited to see you do it. It's very possible. Very possible for everyone on this webinar.
Yeah, and I just want to give a shout out to everybody who has labeled me as an inspiration, because their inspiration gives me inspiration. So it's kind of a two-way street. Like I just don't want to inspire y'all. Y'all are inspiring me as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan.
Excited about convention, and I wish I could be going.
I know you're going to be there next year. Well, you'll be repping in these shirts though.
Okay, yeah, I totally want a shirt.
All right. Thanks, Megan.
All right, Jared.
All right. Let's go to Rebecca Bowles in San Antonio. Rebecca, what was the highlight for you tonight?
The way that you are always there when we need you.
Oh, thank you.
You definitely, we had some IT issues and you were there. So we hung in there.
Thank you for hanging in there. Appreciate it.
So thank you for working through whatever the issues you guys have in the behind the scenes. So thanks for doing that.
Oh, you're very welcome. We appreciate the encouragement too. All right, and I want to give the final word to Randy and Viola Krebs, who are currently on a little vacation in Colorado, with Sherry Bender also. Actually, you guys have to unmute yourselves. There we go. Does Sherry want to start, or?
Yeah, you kept muting me.
Sorry.
Well, actually, Mom and Sherry have gone.
Okay.
Just stepped out for a quick walk before it gets dark. I think they both enjoyed the weekly action plan sheet, the new sheet that we put out, and understand that tracking is important for anything that we do with this type of business. So just keeping track of what's going on with your business and the people in your business also adds to your success. I've seen how it's worked for you, Jared, for the past few years. Definitely well as using the sheet as well. And then the T-shirts, they're shirts for convention. I think we're all excited. You saw Sherry wants 3 of them, 1 for her and 2 for her team. I think the thing we'll need to do, Jared, is put together an email and then send out, because it was pretty quick, the size chart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On there.
We'll be sending that out.
Need that, get that out tonight, because we've already contacted a lot of our team that weren't on the call.
Okay.
And give them a heads up as well, and they're expecting the email quickly.
Okay, I'll get that done right away. Thank you, Dad. Thanks for all your hard work on these webinars, by the way. You put in countless hours behind the scenes.
Well, Becky Armstrong just put out a good point as well. She said we should also post the T-shirts and the size chart on the Facebook site.
Okay.
That's with all the specifics on, need to get our orders in by Tuesday or by Thursday, and how to pay for it. That's a good comment, Becky.
Okay, we'll do that on Facebook as well. All right, well, thank you, Dad. Thank you for the insights and all your hard work. And I'm excited about everything about the webinar. Honestly, I'm mostly excited about the recognition of all the accomplishments our team's doing. I really look forward to seeing all these T-shirts get done in the this week. And we're going to have a great week this week and keep on building towards convention. I'm excited for the parties as well tomorrow night, and also with Joseph and Cynthia on Wednesday, and the webinar on Thursday. We have a big USANA week. So look forward to seeing you all this week and seeing what you all accomplish. I hope you have a wonderful night. We usually like to finish the webinar by unmuting you and having everybody say into their phone or into their computer, good night and God bless. So everybody go ahead, unmute yourself and say good night and God bless.
Good night.
Good night, God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless. Good night, guys.
Good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night. Good night.